Alright guys, here it is. All of my 501st troops and vehicles. And this is a bucket. Goodness gracious. There's more. No. We're going to be using this to put all the 501st regular clone troopers in, hoping this is big enough to fit all like 300 plus in there. Alright, and for those who remember, this is the Jedi Temple mock. We're going to be taking all of these clone troopers off and putting them in the bucket. Here's one of the pickle jars. Here's another one that's still full. This one's specialists. This one's all jet troopers. So I'm hoping to get at least all the regular ones into the one container. Alright, so there's my tub of 501st Jet Troopers. I also have another one in the office, and then I've got my pile of specialists. We got our regulars all here, and they did fit all in the one container. But the important thing about the Jet Troopers is, it's going to tell me how many of the battle packs I actually have, because I didn't really count after I got past 100. And then I also kind of didn't really count how many battle packs I have of the Specialist Troopers. I just knew I wanted a bunch. So we're going to get a count of all that we have. We're going to start lining these up to show you guys what it looks like. This temple looks so empty. Got to get some base plates out. I have no idea how many we're going to need, but hopefully this is enough. So I had to stop and do a double take because I thought maybe we had a misprint. We do. It's super small. This visor is a little higher than it's supposed to be. How crazy is that? Alright guys, so I got these all lined up and I got a count on them. So if you notice I don't have some complete rows here, that's because I've got 95 right here. The problem with that is I remember opening at least 100 of these battle packs. Now I know that I have them displayed in various mocks and builds throughout my house, which means somewhere I believe I've got 5 of these dudes somewhere. But if I'm wrong, then that means I've been misleading you guys on the number of these battle packs I've gotten. If this is accurate and we've opened 95 of these, I only actually have 12 still sealed, which would mean we actually only got 107. Look at all those jet troopers. Look at all those chickens. Okay, so now we need to get all of our specialists sorted and added to the base plates. Now that we've got these sorted, we're going to get a count and then get all the accessories added. We've got punches of packs. Another thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to add visors to all of these heavy troopers. I'm going to give these only to the snipers just so everything is uniform for the video. Okay, so this is a little bit interesting. I've got a heavy trooper helmet here, but I've got a clone commander that's missing their helmet. So I think one of my heavy troopers has a helmet they're not supposed to. Of course, you guys have seen the misprint. I've used him in several videos. Hey guys, how's it going? So I do have a cool misprint. This one's going to be probably towards the front. So I found the missing helmet. This is supposed to be for the commander because we have that extra heavy helmet. So now at least I've got all my commanders sorted. Okay, so this is all of the specialists, the heavies, the snipers, the commanders, and all the jet troopers. So I did did have some of my Clone Army custom ones where I just bought helmets and I put those on the regular 501st. I did want those up front here, but essentially these ones are like regular infantry. They just have, you know, Clone Army custom helmets. Well, that's 2 full base plates. I'm running out of room on my table here. Okay, so we got this last plate all filled out now. I did fill in just a few empty areas with some of the custom paint jobs I had done. Alright guys, here it is. All of my 501st troops and vehicles. A couple of highlights here. Of course, we got 5s and Rex up front. I do have a couple of those custom ones I was showing off earlier. Of course, we've got our little advanced reconnaissance forces, or ARF troopers, and a lot of the regular phase 2 501st clone troopers. I do also have a few of the Clone Army customs for different pilots, some heavy troopers, things like that, which we were showcasing. But also the vehicles. I've got the 2 gunships that I made. These are all the speeders and the ATRTs that I left because I still wanted them. They were still good builds, but you know, there's only so many you can take. Here we've got our actually minifig scale ATRTs that we made. These use only parts from the big ATRTs, so if you wanted to make yours minifig scale, I do have instructions to that on my Patreon. Also in the back, you'll notice that we have 12 sealed 501st battle packs. So in total, this is 528 clone troopers, including all the ones up here and in the sealed boxes behind, which that is just an insane number. How cool is that? I'm incredibly blessed to be able to build wonderful mocks and themed vehicles like this. This was actually a modified 2013 ATTE. This one, and obviously this one, you guys have seen in my latest video. If you haven't, make sure you go check it out. It's the 501st gunship video. And yeah, so this is my update for this year. This is my 501st Clone Army. Obviously, I do have other legions. I do have other armies and things like that, but I wanted to just kind of showcase the 501st since that's been a staple of my channel kind of from the beginning. Even when I was on TikTok, you know, I know many of you knew the gunship and the ATT when I built those over there live on TikTok. This looked phenomenal. I mean, look at this. Part of what I was doing during this video as well was trying to get a count on all of the minifigures to know how many of each battle pack I have. I honestly haven't even finished counting, so I might be missing a few of these in various mocks and projects throughout the house and garage, just because I've used them, you know, to be pilots, I use them to be drivers, I've used them to be ATRT drivers, you know, so they are in all kinds of different mocks and buildings and things. This might not be all of my 501st. I got all of the ones out of the Jedi Temple, so I know I've got all of those. I'm hoping this is all of them and they're all accounted for for, but I need to get an actual proper count. I thought I'd opened 100 battle packs in total, but I might be wrong, so I'm keeping my eyes open just in case, you know, they're hiding under the couch or something. Now, obviously, we have other legions like our shinies. We've got their ATOT and the dropship. Of course, we've got our 212th as well as our purple guys, whatever they are, our 332nd Ahsoka troopers, and kind of our miscellaneous older ones, and of course, just miscellaneous clones here and there everywhere. I do also need to showcase the droid army at some point. I don't know when that'll be. I figured I'd start with the 501st Army and go from there. But I'm definitely looking forward to building up some of these other clone battalion armies and getting them up to par with the 501st, which is part of the reason I'm actually super stoked about the new Star Corps battle pack that's supposed to be coming out August 1st. I am hoping the minifigs are going to look awesome because I'd really like to build up another battalion kind of to this level. Speaking of, I am trying to actually get 100 battle packs of the regular plain clone troopers versus battle droids battle packs. That would really help with the army building. If you guys can like, subscribe, comment, do all those good things, it'd really help, you know, and it's really just a dream for me. It's a dream come true. So thank you all so much for watching. Share with your friends. If you've got someone who's like, my clone army's so cool, and you're like, oh yeah, you want to see a real clone army? Boom, drop it on them. Show them what 528 clone troopers looks like. And yeah, no, I'm just jibber jabbing again. So bye.